Fans, welcome to another episode of Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour. My name is Mike Jeffries. I am the host of Rush Hour and the usual play-by-play voice of Barrie Wrestling. Although if you watched a couple of weeks ago, you saw me unceremoniously dragged away from the table by a couple members of Chimera, namely Matty Z and the last true professional, Brian Sinclair. And while I feel safe here in the Rush Hour studios, not so much at the commentary table. So you're going to hear TCO and Kevin Caligari filling in for me. We have great matches coming up on Rush Hour, but before that, I have to talk to you about this coming Saturday. It is the 11th anniversary to the day of the very first Barrie Wrestling show, and we have a card you do not want to miss. We have KPK defending the 400 North Tag Team Championships against Junior Benito and the Hot Stepper McRae Martin, better known as Fresh Air. This match was supposed to happen a year ago. Hot Stepper was unfortunately injured and Van Landen filled in. KPK picked up the win on that night. Will history repeat itself this Saturday? We also have Kyle Boone taking on Myung Jae Lee, Gabriel Fuerza against Matty Z, Shilo against Wanda Del Rey. This card is absolutely stacked. 3 championship matchups. Fans, get your tickets. First row is already gone. By the time you see this, second row might already be gone. Email barriewrestling@gmail.com or reach out to us on social media. Get your tickets now. Do not try and show up on the day of the show. Well, you can try, but tickets will likely be sold out. So contact Barrie Wrestling right now to get your tickets. This Saturday, 4:30 doors open, the 11th anniversary of Barrie Wrestling. But now on to this episode of Rush Hour. We have a great show for you. Myung Jae Lee against Mark Wheeler. We've got Shiloh against Krystal Moon. And then our main event is the Wild Rovers matchup. Just watch it. Just sit back and enjoy the beauty that is hybrid wrestling / soccer. Fans, this is Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour.
One ball with a 30-minute time limit.
And we continue, Jim. This is our first non-title match, and it is a banger waiting to happen.
Making his way down the aisle first, is weighing in at 171 pounds, hailing from Buffalo, New York. This is Myung Jae Lee.
The former Three Pistols champion has been on a mean streak since losing that Three Pistols title a little more than a year ago. Tonight he takes on a former everything champion here in Barrie in the Golden Gun, Mark Wheeler.
Myung Jae Lee is the man who ran Josh Alexander out of indie wrestling, and now he plans to do the same to a legend in Barrie.
And his opponent.
Mark Wheeler, who last show I should say, in a tag match with Jesse V, lost a chance at #1 contendership for the tag titles to KPK.
What a match, though. If you haven't seen it, you've got to check it out on IWTV.
If you're watching us right now on Rogers TV, thank you so much for joining us. You can catch all of our shows on IWTV. That's independentwrestling.tv or the IWTV app on your phone. Use the code Barrie400. Let them know we sent you. Or you can catch some of our older matches on YouTube. Barrie Wrestling's Rush Hour weekly show, Tuesdays at 7 o'clock.
And thank you for watching us on Rogers TV.
And if you're watching us anywhere else, thank you for being there too.
Yes.
And this match, Jim, is a rematch from a couple of years ago. But much like we said 2 months ago when Myung Jae Lee wrestled Josh Alexander, the first time he wrestled Josh Alexander, he wasn't this Myung Jae Lee. The first time he wrestled Mark Wheeler, he was not this Myung Jae Lee.
No, Myung Jae Lee, much like Zoe Sager, who we saw in the last match, was a prodigy. He just seemed to come out of nowhere and quickly, was having best match of the night, winning titles. But the past year, he's just developed this mean streak, and I hope Mark Wheeler is ready for it.
Best match of the night, his debut match won Match of the Year. Him and Lionel Knight won Match of the Year for 2021. But Mark Wheeler going right after the hands of Myung Jae Lee, getting some help from a fan. That's a pretty good punch. And that's a pretty good chop. Wheeler tenderizing Myung Jae Lee. Trying to get the Barrie Wrestling fan fired up. The Golden Gun. Oh. Big leaping back elbow to Myung Jae Lee. Wheeler, Jim, you're the Barrie historian. Is this the longest we've seen Mark Wheeler without gold around his waist?
It absolutely is. It's funny, I was thinking about that when he and Jesse were facing KPK in the number 1 contenders match.
Sorry, I was distracted by the best drop kick in wrestling from Mark Wheeler, and then a high angle backdrop. But Jim, Wheeler, we saw him victorious over Brent Banks back in December, but Myung Jae Lee, he's been a contender for the heavyweight championship. He just beat Josh Alexander. A win here, could it put Wheeler in at least 3 Pistols title contention?
I would think it happened, but honestly, Mark Wheeler should be a contender for every title in Barrie. He is one of the all-time greats. He keeps on coming up with big win after big win. I don't really understand why he hasn't had a title shot recently.
And Myung Jae Lee getting into the face of referee Brian. And a basement drop kick, sending Wheeler to the outside. Innovative offense. The young man from Buffalo.
You know, we're so grateful for Brian to come in from Ottawa. We couldn't find any local ref who was willing to be here if Gabriel Fuerza was going to be in the arena.
We don't have referee Brad. We don't have young Kyle. Abby's still recuperating. Myung Jae Lee with a double axe handle to Mark Wheeler. Jim, I got to be honest. When Fuerza came out to start the show, I didn't feel safe out here.
Oh, you saw Tyler and I. We got out of the ring fast. He's just so unpredictable and bit like he's just consumed with anger.
And now Myung Jae Lee targeting Mark Wheeler's hands. And Jim, usually when you're here, at least I've got a meat shield to protect me. And let's be honest, if I stand behind you, they can't see me at all.
Yeah, but I'll throw you to the man. I would not hesitate.
I don't have to outrun the Barrie, I just have to outrun you.
I'm not letting you get your first step in.
In the ring, Myung Jae Lee now just picking apart Mark Wheeler.
You're getting goozled and fed to whoever comes after me, son.
Stomps and strikes. And now Myung Jae Lee talking trash to Mark Wheeler. That's like pulling on Superman's cape or talking trash to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Mark Wheeler, one of the strongest men in Ontario wrestling. You do not want to tick him off.
And let's be honest here. Mark Wheeler might be a better person now, but has anybody ever talked more trash than him? Delaying suplex, almost a brainbuster from Myung Jae Lee. Wheeler gets the shoulder up.
Yeah, honestly, Wheeler was a Larry Bird level trash talker. He just gets in the heads of his opponents. He never shuts up in the ring, and it gives him an advantage. When you're that big, that strong, and that talented, you don't need one more advantage, but man, he's got it.
For our younger fans, Larry Bird was a player when Jim was in his 30s. So you can find some footage on YouTube. Just might not be the clearest footage.
I can't believe you're trash-talking Larry Bird.
I'm not trash-talking Larry Bird.
He's going to come for you, man.
Trash-talking you?
Can you imagine what he would say about you?
Well, in the ring,
my God.
Speaking of distraction and trash-talking, Myung Jae Lee thrown off by the Barrie Wrestling crowd. But Wheeler slow to his feet. He's in the drop zone. Myung Jae Lee going for the double stomp. Wheeler might have been playing possum. Shotgun drop kick by Myung Jae Lee, sending Wheeler across the ring. Head of steam forearm from Myung Jae Lee. Enziguri to the face. The best pure striker on the indies today. And a series of right hands to Wheeler. I will say one thing, though. There's no point in trash talking or playing head games with the Golden Gun. It will get you absolutely nowhere. Oh, and Wheeler catching Myung Jae Lee coming in. Look at the strength! Oh, but incredible athleticism. Myung Jae Lee countering into a Hurricane Rana. But Wheeler cuts it off with that forearm.
But you really hit on a good point. You can't get in Mark Wheeler's head with trash talk. You can't outpower him. He's just as fast as you. How do you beat a man like Mark Wheeler?
He's got to outlast him. And there Wheeler went for the suplex. Myung Jae Lee with the 2 knees to the head, but Wheeler kept with it and suplexing Myung Jae Lee over. Wheeler's strength is, I was going to say unmatched, and I remembered who his tag team partner is. Almost unmatched here in Barrie. Oh, incredible pump kick Michinoku driver from Wheeler right into the cover.
That's got to be it.
The force and impact on that snap Michinoku driver from the golden gun.
If Mark Wheeler isn't the strongest man in Ontario wrestling, his tag team partner is. If Jesse V isn't the strongest man in Ontario wrestling, his tag team partner is.
Well, Wheeler going for the revolver. Myung Jae Lee rolls through. Wheeler counters. Myung Jae Lee counters. Back and forth. One of them finally kicked out. Myung Jae Lee with a kick and then a German suplex. Myung Jae Lee coming from Gramps Anonymous, who brought us people like Daniel Garcia and Kevin Blackwood.
Let me tell you, Myung Jae Lee, despite some of his tactics, is every good as those names you just mentioned.
A standing sliced bread number 2 from Mark Wheeler. And Jim, you were absolutely right. And that's, say what you want about Myung Jae Lee becoming a jerk, his propensity for kicking people in the balls.
Well, that's what you keep saying. I think he's still fantastic.
He has not met a set of testicles he does not like to kick. That said, he is still a tough SOB, and I think he might be bleeding from the nose or the upper lip now. But Jim, we've talked about this before. First day in training in Graphs Anonymous, I'm pretty sure he's just chopping each other full force in the chest. And then they use frying pans. Oh, Wheeler outsmarting Myung Jae Lee. What is the saying? You can't con a con man?
Oh!
Wheeler going for a move we've seen him hit 100 times, and Myung Jae Lee said not 101. Wheeler planted. Somehow able to kick out.
Yeah, I was about to say we had a big upset in the making, but I don't know that it would be an upset. Myung Jae Lee beat Josh Alexander. Let's take another look at this, Mike.
So, Myung Jae Lee catch Wheeler coming to the ring with a super kick right on the butt.
Sensational scouting from the former Three Pistols champ.
And it followed up with the Soul Crusher, but that did not put Wheeler right now. Myung Jae Lee got the knee pad down, went for the Busaiku knee, and then went for the low blow. Wheeler cannot con a con man. Oh, the second time, the Buffalo Kiss goodnight. Myung Jae Lee steals one.
Here is your winner, Myung Jae Lee.
You can say he stole it, but at the end of the day, the W once again goes to Myung Jae Lee.
For your Barrie Women's Wrestling Championship. Making her way to the ring first, from Kitchener, Ontario, Krystal.
Well, it's been a little while since we've seen the Blackheart in Barrie Wrestling, but here, tonight, she gets an opportunity to end the longest women's championship reign in our company's history.
Yeah, and I would not count her out in this match. This is a woman who will break any rule she can. She will cut any corner. All she cares about is winning and maybe inflicting some pain along the way.
In the last year or so, Krystal Moon has definitely been leveling up, so to speak, traveling all over the United States, tangling with some of the biggest and baddest in wrestling today. And of course, you always got to watch out for that devastating Blackheart stomp she uses to keep people down. And as we shift gears, I just want to say, Jim, this might be the best theme song in Ontario today.
Well, other than my theme song.
Of course.
Making her way to the ring from the center of attention. She is the longest reigning and defending women's champion in Barrie history. The queen of Barrie Wrestling. She is your main character,
Quite an evolution for Shiloh in recent years here in Barrie Wrestling. Really picking up a new attitude, and these people absolutely love her for it.
Well, but I don't know that her attitude really changed. She will still stab you in the back. She'll still do whatever it takes to keep that title, but I think the fans just finally got to a point where they had to respect her so much that they started to love her.
So she'll still stab you in the back, but she needs to make sure the fans are behind it as well.
Exactly.
You get she's
it.
a backstabber, but she's our backstabber.
That's it, exactly.
Well, people are calling for a new champ, and Krystal Moon, just trying not to grin here, but
a lot of people chanting for old champ, though, too.
Got a little bit of a dueling crowd here tonight.
But I think it speaks to the reputation that Krystal Moon has built up over the past year. Barrie Wrestling fans love talented wrestlers. And Krystal Moon, even though her attitude may not be the best, is absolutely elite when it comes to professional wrestling.
Well, talent is talent, and you always got to respect it. You got to respect the hard work people put into their craft here in the world of professional wrestling. Now we're off to the races. Your women's title on the line. Lock up center of the ring. Oh, taking that arm very early. Very quick from Shiloh here. Keeping things on her side here. Side headlock applied. Krystal trying to fight out. Grabs a hand full of that hair. And Shiloh worked hard on that hair, Jim. I understand she spends nearly 4 digits a month on hair products. Is that a lot? I don't know. I don't know cosmetics.
She spends more on decent shots of liquor, though. So.
I do like a good shot of liquor. You a Hennessy guy?
I love Hennessy, but I'm more of a bourbon guy, which kind of sucks these days. So.
Well, we're talking about these shots, but right now Shiloh's got another shot in mind for her challenger here. But she can't quite lay it in yet, stuck in this full Nelson here. Snapmare takeover from Shiloh. Goes behind here. Full Nelson applied of her own. The main character here in control, fought out by Krystal. The Blackheart of Barrie Wrestling. There's the shot I was talking about.
And of course, Shiloh was the co-winner of the 2024 Pure Diamond Award at the Barrie Wrestling Annual Awards. She and Kyle Boone, the heart and soul and the most valuable players in Barrie Wrestling in 2024.
Well, it's very much the case. Shiloh beautiful sunset flip here. Gets the shoulders down kick out from Krystal. Almost modified there. Very innovative from the main character. Going for that full Nelson again. Trying to get control here. Krystal breaks it. Ooh! That was a stiff elbow.
And fans, we do want to thank you so much for joining us on IWTV.com and Rogers TV Barrie. We so appreciate you supporting us by watching us. And if you're in the Barrie area, make sure you follow us on social media so you can find out about our next great live event, which is Break the Walls Down 2. That's coming up in May, Kevin.
That's sure to be a big show. And the question is, who will be women's champion as we walk into that event? We might be moments away from finding that out, Jim. Stomping at the back now of Shiloh, right in between the shoulder blades.
Right now, the challenger looks like she has all the momentum in this match.
Well, very much in control at this point. Shiloh having a hard time getting back up to a vertical base. Hooks the leg, but not enough to win the title just yet. And Krystal, everywhere she goes, every division she has been in, she has held some sort of gold. Trios, tag team, women's. I've even seen her hold some men's titles in the past.
But she hasn't held gold in Barrie Wrestling, and Barrie Wrestling is a higher level, and that's no disrespect to all the great promotions she's wrestled in, but until you can prove yourself here, other gold doesn't mean a thing.
Oh, there's no bigger show in this region here than Barrie Wrestling, that's for sure. Krystal building up a head full of steam, goes in, Shiloh's ready, places her on that apron. Couple of rough shots. Pulls her through that rope. I've seen this before. Trying to go for that DDT. Krystal refuses. Goes through with a slingshot spear. But I don't think she got all of it. Wasn't enough. Kick out from the champion.
Yeah, there does not appear to be a lot of gas left in Shiloh's tank, though. That spear took a lot out of the champion.
Shiloh's going to want to end this match as quick as possible, but Krystal, she's going to make it
standing on
very
her hair.
difficult.
Come on.
The official administering the account, Abby Muse, getting control here. Just enough time for Shiloh to roll it over into a pinning predicament. Oh! Falling lariat. And you can hear that one down the street at the Chick-fil-A.
In 2 years, I don't think I've ever seen a challenger take it to Shiloh so consistently. This is a clinic being put on by Krystal Moon.
Krystal is another breed. They don't call her the Blackheart for nothing. She has no emotion whatsoever. She's only driven by victory and inflicting pain on her opponents. Coming off the turnbuckle once again. Boots go up. Gets caught up in the rope, so right across the back with that open hand.
What were you saying about inflicting pain, Kevin?
I think you're seeing exactly what I was saying. First hand here. Maybe second hand, I guess.
Shiloh's certainly seeing it firsthand.
Well, you can see it across her face there. Krystal coming in again, cannonball. And she got all of that one.
You know, there's been a focus from Krystal Moon on Shiloh's ribs, really trying to take the breath out of her.
Oh, hooks the leg here, kick out from the champion. Well, that's how you keep Shiloh down. You don't let her build up any momentum. Shiloh's quick. She's tricky. She can find a way to get back on top, but it's hard to do that when you're on the mat, gasping for air. Krystal feels like she might have already won this title. I think she's almost toying with the champion, but she is the longest reigning champion, and hopefully Krystal won't have to find out why. Takes her legs out from under her leg.
The precision in which Krystal Moon delivers her moves is really something. Oh,
double knees in the corner, right across the chin and shoulders.
That's what I was just saying. You know, like, she managed to impact two parts of the champion's body there, and when your whole body starts to ache and the pain is everywhere, you can't fight back.
Well, there are certain parts of the body you can hit that sends shockwaves throughout the rest of it, and that's what Krystal Moon is very good at, finding that one spot to send the pain throughout your whole body.
And you need a black heart to be able to just so ruthlessly apply pain to your opponent.
And she wears that like a badge of honor. Krystal looking to put the finishing touch, but Shiloh coming alive once again. Like a rubber band, she's got a lot left here to hit Krystal with. Going for that clothesline into the flatliner. And Krystal immediately transitions into the Koji clutch.
We could see a new champion here, Kevin.
Shiloh is going to have a hard time breathing here.
Look at the pain on Shiloh's face.
But you can see her trying to roll Krystal over onto her shoulders. She
Great
gets
veteran
pinning
move.
predicament, forcing Krystal to break the hold here. Another falling lariat.
Some really amazing veteran savvy on the champion's part, but Krystal Moon snaps the momentum just like that.
Shiloh looked like she might have been getting back in control here, but Moon looking to be the next Barrie Wrestling Women's Champion. Shiloh's going to have to do something. She's going to have to dig down deep.
Moon getting distracted by the crowd, though. I got to think that's a mistake, Kevin.
Oh! Now Krystal. Shiloh responds. Moon again and again. A third. But Shiloh!
Oh!
Right across the face! Slapping the taste right out of the mouth of Krystal Moon. Coming alive once again. DDT from the main character. Not going immediately for... Oh, turning her over. Lateral press here. Kick out from the challenger.
That split second of hesitation, though, may have cost the champ an opportunity to win.
Now up on the shoulders. Well, trying to go for a modified Oshigoroshi there. Doesn't quite get all of it. Springboard stunner.
She's got to get Moon away from the ropes, though.
Hooking that leg. Kick out from Krystal once again. Again, if Krystal had reached for those ropes, she could have saved a lot of energy, instead going for the full kick out. But sometimes when you're desperate to stay in a match, when you're down on the ground, you don't have time to look around. But ring awareness is incredibly important in matches like this.
Well, it's what separates the great wrestlers from the truly elite wrestlers.
Krystal almost falling victim to the character assassination. But, oh, into the cutter from Moon.
Don't think Moon got that fully.
But I think she might have got enough here. And cattle mutilation. That double butterfly armbar is locked in.
Champ in a world of pain.
This is a move that's going to both pull your shoulders apart and compress the upper spine, but luckily Shiloh able to put her foot on that bottom rope, forcing the break.
And that's that ring awareness you were talking about, Kevin. Shiloh, the reason why she's held the title for so long is she always knows where she is. She always knows what her opponent's doing. But, man, that'll only get you so far when someone is torturing you the way Krystal Moon is.
Even now, Shiloh being forced to use that top rope to stay vertical, but that boot, I don't think Krystal liked the taste of it. To the apron goes Shiloh. Looking to get back into this match here. DDT!
Oh!
Right on the apron, and there is no give out there at all.
Krystal Moon is out cold, Kevin.
But now she's out on the apron. This could actually work in her favor. Oh, I take that back. Not enough to come back. Krystal Moon may be done here. Off the ropes. Character assassination. Hooks the leg, and the longest reigning woman in Barrie history retains.
Here is your winner, and still Barrie Women's Wrestling Champion, Shiloh!
And that's one step closer to the 2-year mark. The main character, Shiloh, still your reigning women's champion of Barrie Wrestling.
The following contest is the Wild Rovers match!
It is time, fans, the most epic event.
Please help me in welcoming our teams.
Kevin, your whole career you've been preparing for this moment, your first opportunity to call a Wild Rovers match.
Representing Team Wanda, Wanda Del Rey, Anthony Musso, Grizzly Mac. Representing Team Stratos, our Captain Stratosphere, your 400 North Tag Team Champions, representing Continental FC, On and the Moon, KPK. Being managed and coached by the last true professional, Brian Sinclair.
I gotta say, I love the ceremonial sort of vibe we're giving off here. This prestigious sport here of Wild Rovers being contested for the 3rd time annually here in Barrie Wrestling.
Everybody please rise if you are so able for the singing of our national anthem.
We're going to get 2 Anthony Musso songs in one night?
Patriot
How can you not be inspired by that, Kevin? The golden pipes of Anthony Musso. Listen, the crowd loves it, chanting his name.
I am absolutely in awe after hearing the beautiful voice.
It's the ceremony exchanging in the 8x10s. Don't talk, Kevin.
Thank you for guiding me through this, Jim. As you know, I am not too familiar with this great sport.
You're Portuguese. How can you not be familiar with this sport?
We're more into soccer, which was actually inspired by this great game of Wild Rovers, if I'm not incorrect.
Why are you here?
I was just asked to be here. Right? I took a booking. I got a family to feed too.
They told me that you've grown up loving this sport.
I think
you dreamed of calling a Wild Rovers match.
I have, ever since I first discovered this sport. It's not something I grew up, but I'm very intrigued to see what happens here in this big main event.
Hold on. Kick the ball.
Well, that's got to be part of the game plan here. I can only imagine they're talking about the ball that is in the hand of senior referee Brad Myers, the man really calling the shots.
Well, and unlike you, Brian Sinclair, he's not a fake Wild Rovers fan.
Whoa.
He knows this sport inside and out. And although I don't like Stratos, I don't like Chimera, they've got to have an advantage with Brian Sinclair, the best manager in hybrid footy wrestling history, maybe.
Are there multiple balls in this game? Well, the first one said kick the ball, the next one says kick the balls. How many are we talking about?
Do you understand basic anatomy, Kev?
Oh!
Right.
Okay, Jim, you're so wise. Thank you so much for helping me out here.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah, that they do. This match hasn't even started up yet, but already the hype in this crowd and these two teams. Of course, Team Wanda sporting the black jerseys here. Team Stratos in the red.
Stratos holds the most caps in Wild Rovers history. Absolute legend in this sport.
And Anthony Musso, unfortunately, has participated in quite a few, but has yet to pick up a victory in Wild Rovers. Now these two men here starting things off, lock up center of the ring, fighting for that ball in the early goings here. This is incredibly intense here.
Oh, jeez. That's not good.
Well, now it's kept alongside Team Wanda here, in control, keeping it away from Ahmed. The strong arm here. Fortunately, his nickname isn't the strong foot, or strong leg.
He's going to kick the ball, I think.
Well, he's pretty close. That is part of their game plan. Kick the ball or balls up.
That was Musso who kicked the ball. That's not right.
Wow, sent to the outside here. The main event, Poppy here with possession of the ball. But of course, I assume Ahmed is Ahmed the legal man? Is that how that works in this game here, Jim?
Sometimes.
Oh.
That was a handball. Handball, ref. Come on. Handball. That was a handball.
So that, oh no, he's reaching in his pocket. The yellow card. He got a yellow card, Jim. Now correct me if I'm wrong. Yellow card means don't make me mad again. Is that what that means?
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, another yellow, and I guess he gets a red. That's my assumption.
Oh.
Well, strong arm.
Here we go.
Meet Big Grizz.
Now, Grizz, of course, great hockey player, great lacrosse player growing up. I don't know that he was much of a soccer player, but he is a heck of a wrestler.
Well, he's a fan of the sport. He didn't spend too much time playing it. But a lot of the team sports sort of mentality you can apply to soccer, you can apply to Wild Rovers, just like Grizz applied to tag team wrestling, longest reigning champion here in Barrie, alongside Anthony Musso. Going for a pinfall. What a kick out there. Someone calling for a foul there? I didn't see any fouls.
That was Brian Sinclair, and don't question Sinclair when it comes to knowledge of the rules of hybrid soccer wrestling, a.k.a.
Oh, no, I meant that more
Rovers.
as a question. Was there a foul I didn't see? Again, I'm not
Brian
the most
saw
familiar
it.
here.
Sinclair saw it.
Well, the referee didn't call it, so it doesn't count. Right into the corner with that boot. KPK, the current 400 North tag team champions here,
And
working together to great effect.
Maybe the best tag team in indie wrestling today.
I mean, they won those titles. They successfully defended those titles as well. But here tonight, will that translate to tag team success when you add Stratos to the mix as well?
Well, Stratos, of course, good Greek boy growing up. So many great victories over the years, both in soccer and in Wild Rovers type matches. I'm sure he's going to be challenging some real 2004 energy.
No. We don't talk. That was a travesty in my country. Respect to Greece for winning the Euro in 2004. But Stratos does never let me hear the end of it.
Well,
And Musso gets a yellow card.
Oh, you can't do that. Myers is out of control. That was not a foul.
Hey, Brad is an honorable man, Jim. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, but the best referees just let the players play. And, he's trying to make himself the decider in this match. That's not cool.
What great strategy from Team Wanda, making that substitution right after Musso gets the yellow card. That's how you stay in this game without risking more. Stratos trying to read Wanda as she goes into the gator roll. These two have been fighting each other for the better part of this last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but just like Canada keeps on beating the United States in soccer, Wanda keeps on beating Stratos.
Oh, reversing into a suplex there. Del Rey feeling good in the early goings of this Wild Rovers match.
Oh, hold on.
That full-on said fake a leg injury. He's Greek, not Italian.
I think his knee's messed up.
He full-on fell over after reading a note
because
that said fake a leg injury. And Brad sees right through it. That's a yellow. What is... Are they trying to buy off the referee?
No, he owes him some money. That's a TFC jersey.
That's what... No, Brad, don't
do it, Brad.
No!
I told you he was an egomaniac.
Brad! How could you do this to us? Brad was one of us! I don't believe in anything anymore. John Cena's a bad guy and Brad Myers just turned on Team Wanda. He deserved that. And now,
absolutely disgusting to put on that jersey in Rover country.
Team Stratos here now, just picking apart. They got the referee in their back pocket. I never thought I'd see this day where Brad doesn't call it down the middle.
He can't still ref.
I think he bought that with some V-Bucks.
Section 65B says he can. That's in the rules.
You got the rule book. That thing is like 6 inches wide.
65B right here. He can still ref.
That's only the third page, Jim. What do you mean 65? How many rules are in this game?
432.
God! Now Wanda taking it to Ahmed here as the crooked referee Brad looks on. Very much siding with Team Stratos here.
This had to be Sinclair's strategy the whole time.
Buy off the referee, and you can't lose. And I gotta say, Brad looked way better in blue than he does in that TFC jersey.
You're not going to blame Portugal losing in 2004 on that, are you?
I've been wounded, and you're rubbing salt in it.
That's what you get for being a Portugal fan.
I was born that way. I don't get to choose that. It's not like being a TFC fan or a Leafs fan. You choose that. And now the representatives of Team Wanda here trying to figure out some sort of game plan, not only fighting Team Stratos.
Interesting, though, to see Stratos flashing the Chimera hand signal. Has he joined Chimera?
I think here tonight he's sort of an honorary member, so to speak.
They have those?
They do today. Wild Rovers changes things.
Fair.
I believe you were telling me earlier this game goes as far back as the 1800s. Is that correct?
Actually, 1796.
1796.
1796.
Oh, but Brad is down, and now Team Wanda with no crooked referee. They are back in control. Things are getting absolutely rambunctious here in Barrie.
Yes, but this match can't be settled without a referee. That's Rule 89.7.
Is that 897 or 89.7?
89.7. There are 897 rules,
I just wanted to clarify.
Kevin, how can someone from Portugal not know that?
We have a different numerical system.
Oh, that explains a lot, actually.
Now on the outside here, Stratos just got it right across the rear. I don't think he got enough of that growing up, so he gets enough now.
Who are you, his mom?
No, but I know what happens to people that don't get that. They turn into snobs like Stratos. Portuguese parents are rough. Now all these men fighting on the outside. Musso trying to fight an uphill battle here, but now Grizz back up. Wanda!
Hold on.
She's up top! The captain of her team laying it all on the line!
That counts for a point.
There's points?
Obviously.
Where's the scoreboard?
I'm working with amateurs.
Uneducated. There's a difference, okay? I am very excited to be here, but I've just never... Oh! Right to the back of the head with that knee. Wanda getting back in this for her team. Brad Myers back in the ring here. Oh! Big time lariat knocking down Wanda. Musso now wants a bit with the spine buster to one half of the tag team champions. The main event Poppy here, Abu now.
Abu, of course, his training regimen of listening to nothing but Oasis songs.
It's that butterfly face. Oasis, you said.
Yeah, that's the training strategy for these guys.
A little bit of morning glory when you're hitting the weights. Full Nelson slam from Grizz. Stratos with that big time knee knocking down the redwood that is Mac. But misses with that kick. Wanda, shot to the midsection. Grabs a hold here, going for a face buster. Fights out, goes behind. Places her up on the top rope, does Stratos. I think he might be going for possibly a crucifix powerbomb here.
Look at Brad Myers laughing about this.
Oh! Turning her around, face first on the knee. Brad going for the cover.
What?
Oh! He hurt his arm! He hurt his arm!
They better get some spray out here for him.
Brad Myers is down and out. And Stratos, I've never seen him this concerned about anyone in my life. Let's take another look. Wanda flying through the air, taking down the whole field.
That put Team Del Rey up in this match, but hold on. What's going on here?
Brad! Yes! He's back! Showing Stratos a card that matches that jersey. Brad Myers is the real deal.
Oh! He's got a Rovers jersey, Kevin!
He was just being rambunctious. Red card. Stunner. The best referee in the game has seen the light. A red card for Abu and a stunner. And Brian Sinclair trying to get control back for his team. Oh! Brian Sinclair, though, taking that like a champ.
Do it, Brad, do it.
And Brian Sinclair is down. He's been shown the red card. He's going to have to go back to the locker room. But can he make it on his own power? And now Musso and Grizz taking down their rivals. And now Stratos is all on his own. Brad Myers looking on. It's time to put an end here to Wild Rovers. Anthony Musso might be about to pick up his first win ever in this great sport. Choke slam, almost through the canvas.
Red card for Stratos.
A second red card into the stunner.
The shake it off stunner.
And as now when you look at Stratos, the lights are on, but nobody's home. In to the face buster.
Team Del Rey up on points. And the winners of the Wild Rovers match, Brad's version, are
history here tonight for the third annual Wild Rovers here at Barrie Wrestling.
and revenge for Rovers fans as the Rovers have finally overcome TFC to win the Wild Rovers match, Brad's version.
And what a way to end our event. That was one heck of a main event. Jim, I want to thank you so much for guiding me through this, showing me the great sport. This is maybe the first Wild Rovers game that I have seen, but I assure you it will not be the last. I think I'm going to be a season ticket holder from here on out.
Fantastic. Make sure you look into season tickets for the Simcoe County Rovers. Their season's about to kick off. We're going to wrap up.